like my previous videos that I've been posting about just getting started and stuff, this came to me right after I just finished filming something, because I started off strong, and then towards the end I just started getting in my head, and I started feeling like maybe I'm not going to post this video because I'm not making sense, or etc., like something I'm missing something or whatever, right? Let me tell you, oh my god, that is that little noise, that little voice in our heads that keep trying to sabotage us, to making us think that we are not doing things right. And I caught on to it right away, because I'm like, interesting that you would think that, because everything I was saying was good, but just because it's so standardized knowledge, maybe not everybody knows it, and you are the vehicle for that person to actually access that information. That is you, right? But because it's so, because you know it, and because you think everybody else knows it, doesn't make you capable of putting that out there. And that's what was coming up for me. And I caught on to it, and it reminded me of when I was looking at previous videos that I had recorded, I think last year, and I looked back at them. And I remember the exact thoughts that I had on why I shouldn't post it. I remember I re-recorded them, and I was getting frustrated because I was re-recording them. They were not perfect in my head, and all these other things like, oh, you're not making sense. It was, for some reason, the not making sense part always coming out, just like it did right now, a couple of minutes ago. And I find that very interesting, that I need to look at, and exactly why. But when catching that thought, I reminded myself of that moment when I saw those videos from a year ago that I didn't post because I didn't think I was making sense or what I was saying was perfect. I remember looking at the video, I'm like, oh my god, this is such a great video. Why did I not post this? This literally has so much knowledge, and it's so controversial. Not that controversy is a good thing, but it's something that would make another person double think from what they've been thinking or what they've been believing. And I was like, oh, but just because I didn't think it was thoroughly said, which it was, because once I saw it and I zoomed out from it, because it's been a year, and I'm looking back at it and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, wow, this is actually a really good, knowledgeable video, and I didn't post it. Like, really? Like, really? That's how much we get in our ways. That's how much we think too much about these unnecessary little things. Who cares? Someone is always going to say something, and that is what I constantly tell myself. And I used to tell myself this a lot before, which I realized I had stopped until I was reading this book, and my way of life was literally YOLO. You only live once, and you only get this lifetime experience in once. And this book reminded me, because it basically said that, like, you're living on this earth, on this rotating planet, once. Make the best of that experience. Why will you suffer? Why will you doubt? Why will you have fear? Why will you have all these limitations around this one lifetime that you have on this planet? Do everything that you love. Be happy, be joyful, be in love. Like, do everything that gives you happiness. Why wouldn't you? And then regret it when when the time comes and you're like, oh darn it, I wish I could have done XYZ. I wish I had more time. Do you want to end those days with those thoughts, or end with, I did everything I wanted in this lifetime? And that's what I'm constantly telling myself, like I used to before, because damn, it really hit me like, wow, I forgot that was my motto in life. I would do things in an instant, because I'm like, I only live once. If this is what I want to do, I'm going to do it. And yeah, so basically this was just this is your reminder to stop getting in your way. When those thoughts come up, observe them. Observe. Don't absorb, observe them. Think, who is the person that's seeing from those lenses, and who's the one that is coming up, because it could be your inner child. It could be your teenage self. It could be your adult self. But see who is viewing that is making you say that. Be the observer of your thoughts. Do not absorb those thoughts, because those doesn't make it the absolute truth. It's just an observation. It's just a thought. It doesn't mean it's true. Just like how my video, in the moment, I had those thoughts and I believed it. When I look back now, those thoughts were not true. So stop getting in the way. Stop letting these limitations, and literally live your life the way that you want to, the way that you see it, the way that is the path of less resistance. That path, follow that path. Go through that path. Execute that path. Because that is the path I am going on. That is the path that I am calling in and embracing, the path of less resistance to do and get to where I want to be. So do not forget, and until next time, bye.